Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I took a little bit of break. As we know, we were inside of very important cosmic holidays. We had Rosh Hashanah and then following the Yom Kippur, Sukkot, and now we just complete the Simchat Torah, which is completion of the energetical force of the Torah, extremely important period of time. Each year we have the whole month of Virgo to prepare for this cosmic event. And then during this event, we're preparing ourselves for the year to come. We're connecting to our ancestral lineages. By the way, it's extremely important always to remember during the high holidays is the time when it's the best we can connect to our ancestral lineages. The work we do, it's affecting them, and the work they did in their lives, it's actually affecting us. We're all one. It's really important to remember. Therefore, right now, exiting from these marathons, spiritual marathon, we have to be very aware. I don't like to use word cautious, but in a way, maybe spiritually cautious. Everything, how we're going to behave, what we're going to say, because we gain so much light. We gain so much foil, spiritual foil. So we have to be so nourishing to all this energy we receive and to know how to distribute. And just to remind you, my channel, not necessarily for people who fall in stars and let the stars affect them. My channel is to help people to understand how to work with the sky, how really to control, how to move stars, not to let stars to control you, the creator, with the tools, with the information, with the so much knowledge from past lives and current lifetime. We're here really to become superior in this dimension, which is called Malchut. So just reminder to all of us, any information I'm going to share with you in this video or any of my other videos, always remember, this is the information which is, it's up to us how we're going to use. Definitely the sky, what's happening in the sky, it's really powerful. There's a reason why creation wants us to go through a certain period of energetical forces. But the most important thing to remember, we are very powerful. It's really up to us how we're going to use our own wisdom, which is every time, remember, every time we receive knowledge, it's supposed to convert to wisdom. This is the whole idea, right? So just to refresh your memory about Mercury, guys, we're going to talk mainly about Mercury today, and I will give you just a small explanation and tips for all 12 signs. Now, Mercury is a really oily planet. It's the planet of your communication, consciousness, speech, skills, our mind. It's a really translator between moon and sun, right? So there's a reason why Mercury is placed under the sun. Ancients called Mercury the wisdom messenger, the scribe of the sun. So it's extremely important. Plus, remember, it's the fastest planet of the solar system. And therefore, sometimes it's lacking certain level of patience, especially signs who run under the Mercury, like Gemini and Virgo, but in different level. So to understand this energy and benefit from it, we can really look at the retrograde period as a homework, as they reassess things. It's almost like a homework. It's like we study, and 3 to 4 times a year, creator wants us to come back, to sit tight, and to evaluate everything what is studied, to rethink. Now, 2 very important things I want to mention, then perhaps not every astrological channel maybe explain. It's really very important for you to know your chart. And you need to look at your chart and see if the period of time you're born, it was the joy in the Mercury retrograde or not. Why? Because if, for example, you're born during the Mercury retrograde, so whatever I'm going to explain for 12 signs, it's mainly going to benefit for you because it's your normal energy. This is the energy you're familiar with. This is something you're born with. So for people who born during the Mercury stationery, you're going to be affected much more by Mercury retrograde, more on the challenging side. So you really need to be more cautious and to have a little more to double check everything what you do. Another very important point, remember, my channel do not represent Western astrology. We're dealing directly with the sky, the true sidereal system, Babylonian and Mesopotamian. So what it's mean, I'm going to share, I always share with you the sky. It's not just for me, important for you to hear what I'm saying. It's important as well for you to observe together with me to understand when I'm directing you, when I explain about certain combinations, so you can see with your eyes. It's really healing to observe the sky. Remember, in the past, the only astrologer can consider to be astrologer is someone who observed the sky, because it's not enough just discuss the degree and the sign. It's really important to understand what other stars connect to certain combination, because some stars, especially royal stars, can affect our life and can influence and give us certain traits of character more than actually planets. Therefore, it's really important to combine everything as a full picture. So another thing I want to mention about the rising and moon, definitely always check under sidereal or Vedic. A Vedic system has same calculation. Check your rising. If you do not know precisely your rising, check under your moon. Another thing I want to mention, if you're born at night after the sunset, for example, depends on what period of time during the year. If you're born after 6 p.m., sometimes sunset after 8 p.m., depends if you're born winter or summer. I do recommend mainly to check your moon, because you more person of the night person. You more connect to your moon and not necessarily your rising. Now, if you do know your precise your rising, and you're born after a sunrise, so definitely go with your rising. But both you can check as well, because rising represents your surround light, your ego, your action, and moon represents your inside world, inside your emotions. So just check with yourself, just connect with yourself. It's really important, but definitely learn your own chart. It's extremely important to know in order for you to be more precise. So let's look at the sky right now, and let's look at the Mercury. We can see this beautiful Mercury here, and look what day I have here. Because everyone's saying Mercury retrograde and start on September 27 to October 17. Now, when it starts retrograde in Libra, and then on October 3rd, it's going to transfer to Virgo. So it's mainly Mercury going to be in Virgo. Now, but look at what's happened in the sky. It didn't, I put in the sky here September 29, not 27 even, and Mercury just now starting slowly retrograde. And look what's happened here. It's restarting retrograde period in 1 degree, and it's the very important degree in Libra. I just open and I look at the sky. It's connected to Spica, to the star Spica. Now, star Spica, it's extremely important star, by the way. This is the star of wealth, star of spirituality, star of nobility, and as well it's connected to the Arcturus bull, which is, and as well it's star of workers, of commitment. It's really, really important star. So Mercury started retrograde on very positive note. It's really important because remember, seed, it's extremely important. Plus, we during the holiday, we're exiting right now through tremendous cosmic event. So Mercury, in a way, starting with really good news for us. So this is really important star. So for us just to understand. And then what's going to happen, and again, remember, the retrograde really starting not at 27. I would say retrograde start even on 29 and 30s. I'm just observing sky together along with you. And look what's happened. We're moving right now. Now we're on October 1st. And only on October 1st, Mercury is showing more and more invisible. And it's showing finally. So we're going to feel Mercury retrograde, especially those of us who born with natal chart stationary Mercury, not retrograde, especially you guys going to feel even more. Start already for tomorrow in October 1st. Now, what's really important to understand, until October 3rd, it's still going to be in Libra, right? And again, Mercury okay with Libra, because Libra very peaceful and peaceful sign. And even though it's going to activate a certain level of guilt inside of us, certain things we start to feel that we're not doing enough. It's possibility for us to feel, all of us actually, this way. And because of the star speaker, we're going to feel more inspired. We're going to feel and we're going to do something with our financial system. We're going to have new ideas how we want to make money. This is such a powerful star. It's literally going to they activate this type of energy inside of us now. And what's really not important to remember, because when retrograde start, the energetical force, it's going to be almost like we need to reset certain things, some unfinished business, some homework we need to come back, right? And then on October 3rd, let's go together to October 3rd. As the sky gators, so we really want to, to observe the sky. And look what's happened here. Now it's moving to Virgo. Now we need to understand Mercury loves to be in Virgo. It's one of the best locations for Mercury because it's his own exaltation sign. And, it's usually, if Mercury will be here by himself, we're going to have actually amazing, successful period of time. But right now, look what's happened here. We're talking about tremendous stars, planets like Mars and Sun. Look at this conjunction, 6, 17, and 16, which is soon is going to be perfect conjunctions, literally with Mercury. And when it's such a powerful, they're going to travel together and Mercury going to dance between them, it's very powerful energy. And it's going to be all about Virgo. This period of time for the next 2 weeks, it's going to be all about the Virgo. Especially the Virgos, I'm going to explain to you guys who born under Sun, rising, Moon or Sun Virgo, you're going to feel, guys, the most. But for all of us, what really, we need to really understand what really Virgo represent, right? It's extremely important. So Virgo represent our day-to-day life, our work routine, self-improvement, service to other people, our health, very important. This period of time, all 12 signs will feel that they need to do something new with their health. Especially after holidays, it's good to stay on cleansing and to detoxification. It's about nutrition. It's about your home pets, your closer family members, right? And it's about your employment, your co-workers, your duty. And it's actually a good period of time. If you ever thought to start a volunteering job, this is the time to start to volunteer. Because Virgo, it's all about service. Virgo, it's all about, in order for Virgo to balance with the judgment, because Virgo, we're all going to have this energy within us, because Virgo is very occupied in small details. Sometimes they are way too occupied of lack of other people, the traits of the character, what they do, and they lose in the moment how to be happy. So this is the message really, if you ask me, for all of us, right? So this is really, really important period of time, especially because we're entering right now from such a really tremendous cosmic event, especially those of us who really prepare for it and went through all of that and really reconnect with ourselves, reboot our energy. When we're going to enter through this time, to be in Virgo after, such a tremendous cosmic energy, we have to be very careful how righteous we want to play with others, right? So this is why it's important to remember. And Mars and Sun, they're going to play a big part with Mercury. We're almost going to feel we want to say more than usual. And because it represents speech, Mercury, we possibly can say tough things to some people because of the Mars, and we can regret. So please, guys, be aware of that. Think before you speak, just really to understand, because there's so much going on. I'm preparing video for months of October. October, very important months, and November as well, before we're going to have lunar and solar eclipses, which is going to affect us for the year to come for at least 6 months, some of us for 2 years. This is the period of time when we need to start to apply our knowledge like never. I'm going to explain in my video of from October. Now, let's go and evaluate all 12 signs. Let's understand how this Mercury retrograde going to affect. But again, remember what I said. When I'm going to tell you a short message for each sign in what house it's going to be, remember, if you're born in your natal chart with Mercury retrograde, it's going more on your positive theme. If you're born with Mercury stationary, it will go a little bit on more challenging side. Okay, so just you differentiate how you want to get this message. And remember, Mercury, even though it's top retrograde on 22nd, it's going to stay in Virgo on 28. So we're going to feel this energy still until October 28, because it's going to from 22nd to 28, it will stay stationary. And it's going to be actually in degree of 16 degree in Virgo. It's actually creativity in writing. It's a very important combination, and it's called Winder matrix. Yes, right arm of the Virgo. So it's actually right arm of the Virgo is going to be on 16 degree. So a lot of us will want to put things in writing, and actually writing skills can be improved tremendously with such a big help. Okay, so we're going to start with, my dear Gemini, for you guys, Mercury retrograde in the fourth house, together with Mars and with Sun. So again, we're talking about very special Mercury, and it's all about your home, your sanctuary, right? The home is extremely important. By the way, you guys, because you're sitting beside the fourth house in your natal chart, beside the Cancer, you're influenced by energetical force by Cancer as well. And even the Mercury, it's your own sign. You, no matter if in your chart Mercury retrograde or stationary, you always feel Mercury. This is why people don't know what is really to be Gemini. It's so amazing because it's the only sign represent two humans, and it's the sign represent an unbelievable force of energy. It represents Keter and Malchut in same sign. So it's tremendous energy. And Mercury in Hebrew called Kohav, star. So you guys are stars, but because you think so much, it's like sometimes you have 10 people inside of your mind. Your main job in this world really to learn how to control your mind, because you are not your mind. You're very, very high spiritual being. You're the only sign which is have a very important star called Cyrus. Okay, and Cyrus is the called second sun. So you under the sun, plus you have a Cyrus inside of your sun, inside of your house as well. So it's so important, for you to remember. And your house, your home, your mother figure, it's really important for you to be careful not to get any confrontation with your mom. If your mom not alive, just do through the meditation. If there's something needs to be some forgiveness needs to go through, please forgive your mom, or tell your mom then you really want to be forgiven. It's really important time for you to do that, because the ancestral lineage is really open. Anytime we open to communicate with them, they're waiting for that more than nothing, because they don't have physical body. They are in a much higher reality. They see everything, but they cannot do. So they depends on us, on our own action. And if some unresolved issues, something, it's really, really important not to be stuck. Okay. It's important for you while you take care of your home this period of time. You probably will need to you will have even desire to do some renovation. Don't start anything new. If it was already in task, this is the good time for you continue and complete for this couple of weeks, okay? Because the fourth house is also your foundation, your childhood, your roots, right? So your home extremely important for you. What if you're planning to go to the new house, just try a little bit to hold on. It's not the best period of time, but again, if you're born with Mercury stationary, it's this energy may support you if you plan to move even during the Mercury retrograde. What you were, by the way, this period of time, you will suddenly start to remember about your childhood, what you told when you were a child, and what is really belief system you were really inject inside of you. You're going to feel really, really this period of time. So what's really important, and the tools of righteous, they explain the importance of the tool called zoom out. It's really important to all of us to know this tool. And anytime we involve in our emotions and the exact directly in the situation, we never can have clarity. We're gonna get even deeper and deeper to the trap. But if something you feel you really want to let it go and you want to complete, it's really important to zoom out like a good movie director and to see really as an observer really what's happening, and then you can really make the right decisions. Okay, especially whatever connect, anything connect to your home, to your childhood, to your mom, to your roots, right, to your ancestral lineage. Remember, fourth house is the very karmic house, very very karmic house. You may become aware of some negative thoughts or patterns that have significant impact to your life in the past and continue. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to ask yourself. Ask yourself, how can you heal yourself? And start the process. Extremely good time. I really wanted to express this for you, Gemini. This is such a good period of time for you to work on that. I hope this information great service to you. I wish you many, many blessings, my dear Geminis. Thank you. Okay, my dears, I want to thank you for spending all this time with me. What can I tell you? This month, upcoming months, it's really amazing months. I will make another video, but right now, one of the major theme for months of October is definitely Mercury, Mars, and Sun working together. And the way how you're gonna control them, this is how much they're gonna affect you. Remember that you're very powerful. You're a creator, you have a spark of creator within you, and this is big responsibility and big blessings in the same time. Okay, thank you so much for your time, guys. All the best. Bye bye. Hi everyone, welcome to my